Hello pro trolls and members of TrollPosse, this is ChickenDoodleSauce. As you may have guessed, Undertakerfreak1127 made a video about the TrollPosse. When I first saw this video I was expecting a response to Nate Talks to Use video uploaded yesterday, however John did not mention anything brought up in that video. He responded to my video titled, Undertakerfreak1127 treats everyone like shit. I will be responding to his response and no I won't go on and on about the title of his video for a half an hour. Before I get into this I want to say to UTF's fans to watch the whole video before leaving your fanboy comments about how anyone can take a name like TrollPosse seriously or anything else. Let's dig into this douchebaggery.
There's a video that's out there right now by a guy that used to use his multiple 40+ accounts just to thumbs down my videos to get my attention, called Undertakerfreak Treats Everyone Like Shit. This person is a part of a group known as the TrollPosse, and you all know my history with the TrollPosse. Many of you do. For those of you that do not, the TrollPosse is a group that used to go to any length, do anything they had to do to get my attention. Whether it be mass disliking my videos, spamming my page with comments about gay sex or other very defamatory things, spamming my YouTube inbox, spamming my Facebook, basically doing anything that they do, what a troll would do. And it just so happened that myself and the Archfiend were their targets for a very long time.
What John is doing here is introducing the group as a whole in a bad way so that his fans will gobble up his horse shit for the entire video. If you guys look down at the comments there will be UTF fans spouting insults and sucking up to UTF without watching this video because UTF put the impression out there from the beginning that we are all horrible people that leave comments about gay sex and all this other shit.
But somehow, someway, after a debate that I had with these people, the debate that they said I did not have the balls to have, we became somewhat cool with each other. But over time I realized I don't belong with these people. I don't really necessarily like a lot of these people, and in the back of my mind that past, that history was always there. So naturally we kinda drifted apart.
Just to make it clear, I have no problem with UTF not liking Nate's videos. What I have a problem with is his attitude and ego. There was no reason to be an asshole to Nate, avoiding calls with him, saying he doesn't exist in live shows and talking shit about him and treating him like he's another one of your YouTube whores. John, I may not like your content but I am not a fucking prick to you. We had a truce but UTF pretends to forget it when being an asshole to one of us. Even after he said he'd never come back into our calls and blocked all of us on Skype, he came back in. So yeah, my problem with you is your asshole attitude and acting like your videos are better than everyone else's.
And ever since then, this guy by the name of GamingDoodleSauce has been doing everything he possibly can to try to defame me and spread bullshit and smear me, especially making generalizations like saying I treat everyone like shit. Using a few examples from within their own Skype call world to say that I treat everybody that I meet online like shit, all of my fans. Now ladies and gentlemen, I'm not the kindest person in the world, I'm not the most gentle person in the world, I'll never cop to that. But I'll be goddamned if I allow something like that to be spread as truth, because it's simply not the truth.
He says that I have been doing everything to smear him. This is absolutely not true. I do not hate UTF, I hate the way he acts sometimes, and whenever he acts in a way that is just ridiculous I let the world know via recorded Skype calls because the people subscribe to this channel for that kind of content and find it entertaining. Just because me and John were in a truce does not mean I automatically become his fanboy. I criticize John for filing a false privacy complaint on the Amazing Atheist video. This is not a smear campaign, John. Everything I say is not lies. You brought it onto yourself, John. If you or Archfiend or whoever else does something fucking stupid I feel like making a video on, I will do that. But my goal is not to take UTF down or smear his name like he claims. Next he again talks about the title of my video, which is made to attract UTF's fanboys without breaking down what we said in the video.
Bloody Bucket Sinister aka Mitch kept making a joke about black guys, something that he doesn't even really know about but he just found out about recently. And it was an old joke, and it was meant, it had to do with domestic abuse. This black eyes joke. I'm not going to get into detail on it. But they used it anyway, knowing full well what it was about. It had to do with the domestic abuse of a woman, but they continued to use it. And then it came to me. After the debate I had with the Troll Posse, when I said I was never going to be with them anymore, Mitch pulled me aside for a private chat. And I explained to him why that particular joke hit me personally. Because I had been a victim of domestic abuse in my past, and I'd seen it happen before, and I did not appreciate it being used in my vicinity, especially in that manner, and he said he would never use it again. He said he understood, he wasn't trying to be an outright asshole, and he would stop using it. Well, after Nate made his video yesterday, guess what happened? He came straight to my the comment section of my video about reaction videos, and he posted it again. I'll never do it again, John. Yeah. Except when you need to make a cheap little joke.
Again, what he's doing here is taking the actions of one individual and painting all of us with the same brush. I may not agree with the actions or jokes that Mitch or anybody else makes, but I am not here to tell people what they can and can't do. Just because Mitch does something does not mean everyone does it or agrees with his actions. If you have a problem with something Mitch does, then sort it out with him and don't get any of us involved. But no, you make a video talking about the Troll Posse and mention Mitch's joke. Again, he just put this in here to hammer it in that we are all like this and to let his fans know.
And he has spammed my wall in the past, and he's used his multiple accounts to do the same thing that GamingDoodleSauce, aka ChickenDoodleSauce, aka Archfiend Live, has done. To try to get my attention in cheap, meager, and completely immature ways.
John, I have never disliked your videos or left spam comments ever since the truce we had. You very well know this. Again, he's pretending that the truce never existed and is relying on his fans' ignorance so they can take his side.
I understand these people don't like me very much. It's fine, I don't like them very much either. But to use a few examples from their personal experience, especially when JJ was in there talking shit about me, when I apologized to him for what I said, when I actually manned up, nutted up, sent him a message apologizing for the shit that I said. I mean, yeah, I think what I think about him, but I should have went about it in a better way, you're damn right. I've apologized to other people in the Troll Posse. And the only one apology I ever got from anybody in that entire thing for the shit that they tried to pull, especially for the black eyes thing, knowing full well that that hits home for me, was Mitch. And that one single apology that I ever got from any of them in that group ended up being thrown away almost instantly.
Again, I do not hate you, TF. Why should I apologize for what Mitch did? Again, what Mitch does should be dealt with him and should not affect what he thinks about the rest of us. We already had the truce, so what was there to say sorry for? Again, he's acting like we all did bad things to him and never said sorry for them, when we already had a truce. I've never done anything to him since that truce apart from those criticisms I said earlier, which I already explained. Glub glub glub.
There are so many layers to this story. So many things that can be said, but I need to focus on them saying I treat everybody like shit, because it's simply not true. So what's going to happen is GamingDoodleSauce, Bloody Bucket Sinister, maybe even Nate Talks to You or JJ Discussions or whoever else, maybe does Stupid TV Show. These channels are probably going to try to make as many videos as they possibly can to try and smear me and make it look like I treat everybody like shit.
Again, he's focusing on the title of my fucking video yet again. Also, what he's doing is basically telling his fans that any videos released by us from that point are smear videos and lies. This is how he trains his stupid dumb fanboys. He puts the thought into their head that everything we say is false before they even see our side of the story. The video Nate did yesterday was completely true, but John's sentence instantly made Nate's argument invalid, in the eyes of his fanboys. Nice work, John. So much for your fans having a mind of their own without even seeing what we have to say.
And that's what they want to do. They want to cherry pick those little sound bites and try to line them up in a nice, neat line, a line that suits their own interests, to try to smear me and make me look bad.
Again, this is him putting the thought into their heads that any video responses to his video will be smears and lies. I'm lining up sound bites from your video, dumb fuck. This is just him telling his fanboys to not believe anything I or any other TrollPosse member has to say. Again, good work training your lapdog bitch fanboys.
But I will not allow myself to be smeared in this manner. Especially coming from a group like the TrollPosse. It's done the kind of things they've done to me and other people in the past. Now all of a sudden their noses are clean of everything. So they can all focus their time, effort, and energy on me. It's kind of ridiculous if you think about it. It's kind of funny too. Kind of pathetic.
Again, John, I have done things to you before the truce we had. I'm not saying I'm a saint, but neither are you. In a past Skype call uploaded to my channel, he said he was taking my channels down to keep the war we had going. That right there counters your bullshit. You wanted to keep it going, so don't act like I did shit to you when you admitted to keeping it going. I cannot remember at this moment which video it was, but it was uploaded to my channel and I will link it in the description once I find it.
Now I'm not about to let some fucking phony and his group of friends known as a TrollPosse completely knock my dick in the dirt. And this is what they wanted. I know, fine. I fed the troll. Big fucking deal. This piddly internet shit has to end. And it will end one way or another. There will come a time where I just stop responding to it.
So apparently John's logic is that if anyone speaks out negatively publicly about you, that means you're a troll. Wow, John, I didn't know the definition of a troll was to have a negative opinion about somebody or their actions. With your logic, John, that makes you a troll too, doesn't it? Making hate videos about PewDiePie and the rest. Oh no, but of course that's different. We're called the TrollPosse, so that means every fucking thing we do is obviously trolling, right, John? Give me a fucking break.
GamingDoodleSauce's biggest intention for his channel, you wanna know what it is? The biggest intention for that channel is for him to find drama, record it, and upload it with a clever, catchy little title such as Undertakerfreak1127 treats everybody like shit, even if it's not true. Even if it's not true. He used to follow me on Facebook so closely, he would take every bit of drama he possibly could that had to do with somebody else in his own group. And if it had to do with somebody else in his own group, he'd smack a title on it, make a thumbnail, and post it on his channel. Just to try to sucker some views at my expense. Like he's always done. Like he tried to do with the art stream, suckering views off at his expense. Like with me, sucking views at my expense. And Nate follows suit. Not Nate, Mitch. Sorry Nate, whatever. Mitch follows suit with that.
This is one of John's pet peeves that he doesn't seem to understand. John, let me fucking explain this. John, you're a ranter, right? So your channel is all about ranting about things and other people. What my channel is about is me and the TrollPosse on Skype getting into calls, doing pranks or debates, or yes, drama in the community. But guess what, John? My subscribers want to see that. Let me repeat that. My subscribers want to see drama involving you or Archfiend or Mr. Repsian or Life in the Tent or whoever the fuck else. You mightn't find it entertaining, but my subscribers do. After all, John, I could say all John wants to do is rant and hate about bigger YouTubers than him and gain views from their expense. Fucking hypocrite. Get the fuck over it. You make videos about YouTubers, slap a title like PewDiePie sucks and slap a fucking thumbnail just like I do. You're full of shit, John.
But it heads with tons of people, had tons of little YouTube wars with people. But eventually I come out of those wars generally unscathed, and I just move right on. TrollPosse is trying to make it certain that I don't move on, and my head is always on them, and the ball is always in their court. Some of them in the posse, you know, they're just unwilling participants, or just general passerbys, you know, like Martha and, you know, like a few of the guys in there. You know, it still kind of astounds me that JJ's in on this too, but, you know.
Again, John, you said before you wouldn't come back into our calls, but sure enough you came in again. This has all stemmed off Nate's video where Nate criticized John about his reaction video suck video. But of course John sees simple criticism as us not wanting him to move on. John, take the fucking criticism then and move on, we're not stopping you. But whenever you do something that is worthy of a video, I will do that, or Nate will. Nate made that video because you attacked something he does on his channel and you directly fucking mentioned him in the comments. Talk about moving on, my ass. John, whenever you call someone out, expect a response, idiot.
I know they've already suckered Mr. Blaze the movie fan on their video. Now that I've seen this video, I think Undertakerfreak's a piece of shit. Well, they'll probably get a few of you to change. They'll probably get a few of you to buy their fucking propaganda.
This is the comment John is talking about. John doesn't seem to like when one of his fans makes up their own fucking mind and chooses the opposite side. Blaze the movie fan left a comment on his video then and decided to pick his side instead. Jesus fucking Christ, Blaze, pick your fucking mind. I bet if UTF hadn't have mentioned Blaze, he wouldn't have left that comment because he didn't want to get hate on his channel. Propaganda? Yeah, right, you mentioned him because you knew he would just go right back into your pants, John. I personally don't care what Blaze decides to do, but fuck, make your opinion after all sides have said their piece.
But let me make it clear, let me reiterate. I've always appreciated every one of my fans. I've tried to accommodate them as such. I probably do a hell of a lot more than any of those and the guys in the troll posses that have channels. I've probably done a hell of a lot more than any of them have done for their personal fans.
Wow, so John complains about my video titled generalizing, saying he doesn't treat everyone like shit. Then goes and says that he treats his fans better than anyone in the troll posse. Talk about generalizing, fucking hypocrite.
It's not worth it anymore. It's not worth the fucking fight every other week. Not worth wasting my time in one of their calls just to be bitched at and barked at. It's a bunch of shit. And it's time that I put a point of finality on it. This video will most likely get flooded by them. I'm aware of that. Try to keep things civil. Don't stoop to their level.
Ha 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 ha. Oh god, John, you're too funny. Yeah guys, don't stoop to my level while I try to fucking defend myself. So John is tired of coming into our calls being bitched at? Well, why don't you try and be nice to everyone for once instead of talking shit about Nate, JJ and Martha all the time behind their backs, bitch. We're so sorry, John, for defending ourselves and criticizing you here and there. So fucking sorry. You are so full of your own shit.
All I have is my name, and I'm not gonna let anybody try and take it away. Especially a group of people that made it there just a year ago, a little over a year ago, made it their absolute fucking mission to try and bring me down. Yeah, ask GamingDoodleSauce. He'll tell you. He was part of an operation to try and get my videos flagged down and try to get me removed off of YouTube. Him and his friends. But now they're the White Knights.
And John was part of an operation to flag my channels down so I would keep the war going. Ask John. Then during the summer we had a fucking truce and never did it again. Never mentioned that, did you, John? But now John's the White Knight. Well, that's the end of the shit train of a video. I hope my subscribers enjoyed. I also hope some of you TF's fans now know my side of the story and where I'm coming from. I'm not asking for you to go against UTF, all I'm asking is that you think for yourself and don't let some long-haired twat tell you the truth of what happens in our calls without finding out our side of the story. That's all I have to say for today, guys. Here are 4 videos related to this video. The top left is Nate's video response to John's video about reaction videos, lol. The top right is the video John responded to where we talk about John's bullshit. The bottom left is John's debate with Josh where Josh fucking owned UTF in that debate. The bottom right is the call where John said he would never come in again. If you like this kind of content, check out more videos, and if you really like it, consider subscribing. I know, John, I'm such a fucking YouTube whore, am I? Bye guys, keep trolling.